Mega Pokemon are leaking, and they are leaking in a big way. We have 5 new leaks that we need to go over today, and I will be honest with you guys, I think some of you are going to really hate some of these Mega Pokemon, but maybe I'll be wrong. There's at least one that I'm a little bit confused about, to say the least. Before we get any deeper, make sure you guys like and subscribe, but let's just hop into it. Let me know what you guys think about it here as we go through these leaks at House. I always like to have, one of these trailers up because everybody's seen them. There's no spoilers really in this. If you are somebody who clicked on this and didn't realize how many spoilers there were going to be for the game, this is your opportunity to go click on another video here at House. But without further ado, let's just get into it. The very first one here is going to be Mega Starmie. That's right. This is what Mega Starmie looks like, and I am really struggling with this one. I have always really liked Starmie. I think Starmie is such an underrated Pokemon. It was one of the best Pokemon back in the day. It was extremely overpowered. Just the moveset, right? Like Psychic, Hydro Pump, Thunder, was it Thunder Shock? No, Thunderbolt. Yeah, I think he had Thunderbolt. And I can't remember what the fourth move was. I think it might have been Recover, but just an insanely overpowered, super strong Pokemon. And when I heard it was getting a Mega, because we have had these leaks coming out for some time now, where we had heard about these 26 Pokemon that were all going to be getting new Mega evolutions, and I saw Starmie on the list, I was hyped. I thought maybe they were going to add, some extra spikes to it, and it was going to turn gold or something like that. And instead we have this. Oh boy. So look, here's what I'm going to say. I've been hearing that this was going to be kind of the look for Starmie for some time now. I think realistically, Pokemon has goofy ones, they have cool ones as well, right? We just got Mega Halucha confirmed. It had the extra gold, the black, the I think cooler design. They are making this Pokemon an absolute goofy, ridiculous Pokemon, because what else is interesting is I believe her name's Lita. I always forget her name. Naveen is so much easier to remember than Lita, but she is gonna have the Mega Starmie, right? So we already know she has Staryu. They've shown it. She's gonna have Starmie. We're getting the Mega evolution for that, and I guess she's gonna be running around with this Mega Starmie during some of our battles. And what I don't understand is why they gave it legs. Why all they did was give it legs so that it could run around. I really don't know. It's gonna be able to move a little bit more. They made it more, I forget what you call it when you make it more humanoid, I guess would be the right word for it. I'm disappointed, but it's not like, I don't know, like there are better ones out there. I mean, I'll have one at some point, but I don't think this thing's going to be on my team. What I'm going to be interested to see is what are they going to do with the stats for this Pokemon? Are they going to make it maybe a little bit slower so that you can have more special attack? I don't really know, because floating in the air, you would think it would already be like extremely fast. Now you're just going to have this goofy Pokemon running behind you, theoretically. I don't know if you'll be able to have Mega Pokemon running with you in the game. Can't say I've seen that yet for sure, but like I don't know if you can Mega Evolve outside of battle, but if you can, somebody's going to end up having this model running behind them, and that's just going to be how it is. So this was the first one that was leaked, by the way. Like, we don't understand the coloring. You should ignore that. I think that's just a weird rendering that happened. But this is likely, I want to say that again, likely. This is a leak. This is a rumor. There's a chance this could be wrong, and I hope it is, but it has been 4 or 5 months, I think, at this point, of us hearing about this Mega Starmie with legs, and I think that this is going to be it. So here you go. We will move on. Mega Greninja, pretty much exactly what we had heard about. Mega Greninja is, standing upside down on its shuriken, and that's going to be kind of what it is. I don't understand why they did this one either for a Pokemon that is so cool that has the Ash Greninja form. I guess they just wanted to make it something a little different. I don't know if what would be cool is if it like kind of flips upside, right side up. I don't mind it being upside down some of the time, but we've heard that it's upside down is like the big way it's been described. I do apologize for the image. This is the best image that they have. So this is what's available right now. I will say again, all of these could be fan-made. Fan-made things have been really good, but this has been pretty much spot on with the leaker. There's a leaker from, in case if you didn't know, back in I think it was March or April, that basically told us 26 megas, here's what they look like. People have done renderings of them, and this is about spot on to a lot of the renderings. So, it's still a cool Pokemon. Why it's upside down instead of right side up, I don't know, but that's the design they decided to go with. So this is likely what Mega Greninja is going to look like. Like I said, the Shuriken comes off its back or wherever it was. I guess it was only on its back with Ash Greninja. I think that's right. So brain's totally farting there. But then it's upside down, and we will have to see. Again, I don't hate it because I think Greninja is such a cool Pokemon, but I just wish it was right side up. That's all. Right? I'm not going to complain about it too much. I mean, it's still a cool Pokemon, and I'm glad that the, Kalos starters are finally getting some love. So, really cool. I wonder if we'll see this in the next Smash Bros. This is another goofy one, though. So, Malamar, we had heard that it was, like, going to be long and lanky. I didn't know or hear anything, maybe I missed it, about the rainbow section in between it. Now, it kind of makes sense to a certain degree where it, like, how would I say this? It is able to kind of, it has all the lighting up effects and everything that you would get from, like, an electric squid, I guess. I don't know. Something like what we've seen in fantasy before. Maybe that is real life. More like a jellyfish, I guess, would be a better way to put it. Like a squid and a jellyfish, essentially, right? And that is kind of what this Pokemon is. And it gets kind of the Alolan Executor treatment, where it goes from being really big to really thin and upright. I don't hate this one as much. Weirdly, I feel like the coloring is what's throwing me off. Now, I don't know if it's going to be kind of coursing through its body as well, but that is probably the part that throws me off the most. What I like is I like the headdress. I like the lankier arms. Like, realistically, if you kind of like cut it off here almost, I'd be a little bit more intrigued by it. I didn't love Alolan Executor. I think it's a good Pokemon for sure, and it makes sense with what it's supposed to be, right? But this guy was not really on my list of Pokemon that I really was excited for either when I saw the leaks. Malamar was a Pokemon that I brought with me my entire Kalos run. I still have that Pokemon in Pokemon Home right now, so definitely was a Pokemon that I was looking forward to for a Mega Evolution. This just isn't it. And maybe it's just that some of these goofy ones aren't necessarily it for me. I've loved Dragonite. That's what's interesting is, like, you guys are going to be like, well, you don't like the goofy ones. No, I really liked Dragonites. I think it's pretty good, which is, I know, controversial. I like the Victory Bell one. I think it's a good type of goofy as well. And then I love Talucha. So far, I'm 3 for 3 on the ones that they've actually shown that I've really liked. These three so far have not necessarily been my favorites. I don't hate them by any stretch. I would say the one that I hate the least probably is the Mega Greninja. I would say I actually probably like this one. I just hope that it kind of can right side it up, because I think it's surfing on a shuriken, like a massive water shuriken, is awesome. That's really cool. I just don't love that it's upside down. Other than that, I think the design is awesome. This one I just think is strange. I don't understand the coloring necessarily, but there are people who love Alolan Executor, and you guys are the people who are probably going to love this Mega Malamar. So there you go. There's Mega Malamar. We still have 2 more. Now, we don't get the full thing here for Emboar. You're probably wondering, are you just showing me part of it? Like, for some reason, this person has only got a picture of the bottom portion of Mega Emboar. But I'm going to tell you what we are seeing here. So, according to the leaks, this is supposed to be kind of like a Chinese guard, like what we've seen and the terracotta statues type thing, right? So you can see kind of that dress, that bottom portion, sorry, you guys can't even see my hands. Let me move out here a little bit. So that bottom portion, right, of the Mega Emboar here, where it's wearing, like, not like a skirt necessarily, but I don't know, just the bottom of a tunic or a toga or whatever, something imperialized right there, right? And then you just have, like, the normal feet guard. And then right over here, it actually is holding a spear. Now, my biggest complaint with this Pokemon was that it wasn't going to switch from being fire fighting. That was my biggest thing. But, that being said, based on the drawings that I've seen, based on this rendering, Mega Emboar may be my favorite of the 3 starters that are getting Mega Evolutions right now. We've talked about Mega Meganium in the past. That one's already been leaked. You can go see the other video on that. We have an idea of Mega Feraligatr. I haven't talked about it on here because it was the leak that came out. Maybe I did talk about it. I don't remember, but it was confirmed to be fake. Now, I will say, like, Mega Meganium's getting, you know, fairy, grass fairy typing, and then apparently Mega Feraligatr's getting water dragon, which is pretty cool, but at least looks-wise, I think Mega Emboar is going to be potentially one of my favorites. I don't love Emboar all that much, as, like, it's always been kind of a starter that I've been like, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, I'm glad it's there. Tepig's cute. Like, you know, Pignite, like, it's cute. Like, it's solid, but it was never one of the ones where I was like, oh, I need this. This freaking Mega Evolution looks awesome. And I know you can't tell from it from here. You guys can go look it up. Or maybe I'll actually link to, there's what's it called? There's a website, that's the thing that's called, that actually shows off some of the designs. So maybe I'll go and we'll actually do some comparisons based on some of the renderings that have been seen. We will do that. I'll have to bring that up here in a second. But very happy about this Mega Emboar. This is pretty much confirming it. Again, if these leaks end up being true, which they seem to be, even like the blue background that's been in all of these, right? You can tell, you know, except for this one, that these are going to be the ones that are going to be in Legends ZA, because we've seen what the Pokedex looks like, what the menu, what the UI looks like, and that's kind of that. Dude, there are going to be so many memes on this thing. I can just already see them being made. Maybe I'll make one. We'll see. Last one here is going to be Mega Clefable, and I actually love this one. I don't know what it is. I know I'm a Gen 1 stan to a certain degree, but I actually think they do a really good job with the Gen 1 Megas so far. I think there's still one more that's yet to come out. I can't remember which one it is. No, actually, this is it, all of them. Yeah, all of them except for Starmie. I really like this Mega Clefable. I think this is great. I love the freaking wings, you know, because they already had the smaller wings. I love the wings kind of exploding. This one, the rainbow colors work perfectly, right? This fairy typing Pokemon. Now, I believe the rumor is that this one's going to be fairy flying, which makes it a very viable Pokemon for a lot of different reasons. I love the typing. The little ploof on its head gets even bigger. The ears get bigger. The wings, again, just really expanding outwards. I love this design. This is probably my second favorite one of the leaked ones so far. You know, Mega Zygarde, yeah. You know, Mega Meganium, okay. This is probably my... It's going to be probably near my top 5 for sure, I would assume. I'm not 100% sure, but probably near my top 5 for these 26 that are coming out that have been leaked so far. So I'm really pumped about this one. I love the typing change. I think the design looks really good. I'm hoping that this leak is right, because I will 100% consider using Clefable on my team to use its Mega Evolution, because I think it's going to be that strong, and I just love this design. But hold tight. I'm going to make a quick cut, and then I'm going to go to the website to just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about and how these kind of all relate to each other. Again, if you don't want spoilers for the other ones that are going to be coming out here soon, then you guys can just let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of these 5 Pokemon, these leaks so far. If you want to wait until some of the other ones come out, then, you know, go watch another video at this point here at House. But I'm going to, you know, click over and it'll be quick for you guys. We are back, and like I said, that was a short time for you guys. Pretty short for me too, honestly. But this is the website. It's Pokeos.com. You guys can go there. They've got a really cool gallery of, I guess, artwork that they've been either commissioned or allowed to use for these new Mega Pokemon that people have made. They're tracking it as well, so you can kind of see like the green check mark confirms the look. They've added those megas in. This is all of the ones that we have at least been told about in these leaks for the last few months. You can see Mega Clefable here. We just saw the image of it. That is basically spot on, right? Like almost the exact same. This person did a really, really good job. No question mark, no any, check mark or here or anything right now. The Mega Starmie came out a few hours before, I believe, the Mega Clefable and everything else came out. So you can see here, like this one is kind of being looked at, like there's the potential leak for it that it's actually out. Pretty spot on. I will say I like this one a little bit more than the Mega Starmie. I kind of wish that this little part down here in the middle, add real quick, went down a little bit further. Excuse me, like this one. I think it would make it at least a little bit better. I just wish they would have changed even the coloring on the back of this Pokemon. Like, if they had made that part gold and the rest of this purple, I honestly probably would have liked it a little bit more, but that is what it is. Dragonite was pretty much spot on. You can see the Meganium, right? We've talked about that one. This is generally what the Mega Feraligatr looks like. Somebody made a 3D rendering that looks pretty much spot on with this one. I think you guys can see why I like the Emboar, because... Oh yeah, you guys can't see this as well. Sorry, I got to make sure I'm looking in the screen as well because I have it really zoomed in here. But this Mega Emboar I think looks awesome. Now this one actually looks different than the one that we saw, right? Where it doesn't have like the tunic and stuff at the bottom. So it's gonna have that fire spear though. That thing is gonna be sick. Very excited about it. And you can see, guys, like there are goofy ones, but then there are really cool ones like Mega Skarmory turning gold and looking like a freaking, I don't know, missile, a golden missile coming at you. I think Mega Frostlass, it looks really cool. We got Glalie right earlier. Oh, you guys can't see this. One second. Let me move this out because you guys can't see the side ones as well. I was talking about it and you guys couldn't see it. But, Mega Excadrill looks freaking fantastic. I already love that Pokemon. Chestnut looks cool. Chandelure, right? Like all these ones like Scrafty. Mega Delphox looks really cool. This is kind of what Greninja looked like, right? This one looks actually a little bit better. If it's crossed its arm like that, it looks a little bit better. This is what the Mega Malamar that they designed looked like. I kind of wish it looked like this a little bit more than the one that we've gotten so far. This just looks a little too goofy. This would have looked really, really cool in my opinion, but that's okay. And then you can see like the Hawlucha was spot on. A lot of people have been saying that we got the Mega Dragalgage, or it's Dragalgage. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that's how you pronounce it. But a lot of these ones, like, if they end up looking like these designs, I think are going to look great. So, I'm very hopeful for them. I think we're getting some of the goofier ones out of the way right now. Electros looks cool. Scolipede looks awesome. Like, even Pyroar looks kind of... I mean, it looks fine. I just don't understand why they basically just made it, like, a Bastiodon, or I forget which one. It's a Zamazenta that has the shield. Zacian or Zamazenta, whichever one has the shield. I'm pretty sure it's Zamazenta. And like Barbaracle looks kind of interesting, I would say. But like, I think the rest of these look really cool. So hopefully we will continue to get these. I'm interested to see which of these megas are going to get revealed this week. We are fully anticipating something in the next day or two for them to reveal. I'll be putting a video out about it. Some sort of something that's going to be coming for a trailer for a new Mega Evolution that we should be getting on Thursday. And then next Monday, or maybe it's next Thursday, I don't know, sometime next week, there's a Nintendo Direct that is anticipated to be coming out, and we will be able to see at least one. I think we might get the 3 starter evolutions for Kalos during that one, but we will have to see. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. I really am genuinely interested. Do you think that these are real? Do you like their designs? If they are real, let me know in the comment section below. But that is going to wrap it up for us on this one. So from our house to yours, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.